What's up, dude? Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you can hear an odd noise, that is just my dog Louie. He's chewing on a bone. So, I didn't want to kick him out of my room because, he was here first, so it's only fair. But I don't really have anything to preface this case with, so I think today we will just jump right into it. Jayme Lynn Kloss was born July 13th, 2005 to James and Denise Kloss in Barron, Wisconsin. Jake Patterson graduated from Northwood High School in Minong, Wisconsin in 2015. His parents were divorced. He enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps but was discharged after 1 month at MCRD San Diego. Jake, now 21 years old, drove by Kloss's home on October 5th, 2018, with the plan of kidnapping a now 13-year-old Jayme. However, due to the activity in the house, he was deterred. Some dogs barked and that made him nervous, and also he didn't want any witnesses to be around. 2 days later, he drove by with the same intentions, but because of the same reason 2 days earlier, he decided against it. He would watch Jayme get on the school bus in the mornings. Jake would later tell the authorities that as he was driving home from work one day, he saw Jayme getting off the bus, and he said that he knew that she was the girl he wanted to take. However, on October 15th, he went back to the house with a shotgun. Around 12:53 a.m., Jake parked his car at the end of the driveway. He was wearing a black coat and ski mask, and armed with the shotgun, he walked up to the front door. James Kloss shined a light through the front window of the home at Jake and demanded that he show him his badge. Jake yelled at him to open the door and shot the shotgun through the window at James, fatally hitting him. Jake forced his way into the house and went through every room to make sure that there wasn't anyone who could be a witness. The bathroom door was locked, so he shot it down. Denise was in the bathroom, in the bathtub, comforting Jayme, who was obviously crying. At 12:53 a.m., Denise called 911. Denise didn't talk on the call, but the operator could hear yelling and a disturbance before the call got cut off. The operator called back but got Denise's voicemail. Jake bound Jayme's wrists and ankles with duct tape and then shot Denise right in front of her. So not only did she see her mom die, but she also saw her dad die. Jake drug Jayme outside, put her in his trunk, and drove off. 4 minutes later, the cops showed up, but unfortunately, Jayme and Jake were already gone. And what's really crazy is on the cops' security footage from the cop car, you can actually see Jake's car driving by them. They were so close to catching him. Jake took Jayme to his cabin and made her change into a different pair of pajamas and then made her crawl under his bed. He sealed the area around the bed with totes and weights. Literally, that was it. His mattress was just a twin size, so, it was pretty tight under there. Jake tried to form a companionship with Jayme by watching TV and playing cards, and they even slept in the same bed. He tried to convince her that if she ever tried to leave, the consequences would be very bad. Jake thought that Jayme was too afraid to even try to escape. He didn't change the locks to make sure that it was difficult for her if she wanted to escape. It honestly sounds like he was just kind of conceited. Oh yeah, I scared her enough. She's not going to try to escape from me. Sometimes he would let her out to go for walks around the cabin with him, but of course, only after he checked the surrounding area to make sure that nobody was out walking around and could possibly see them. On the afternoon of January 10th, 2019, Jake told Jayme that he was going to be gone for a couple of hours, so before he left, he put Jayme under his bed and surrounded her with the usual boxes and weights. After Jake left the house, Jayme kicked the boxes away and ran out of the cabin wearing a light t-shirt, leggings, and a pair of Jake's tennis shoes. Jayme ran into a woman who was walking her dog, and then that woman called the cops for her. Jayme told them that Jake Patterson killed her parents, took her, and kept her kidnapped in a cabin not very far from where she currently was. The neighbors described Jayme as calm, quiet, dazed, and honestly surprised that they even recognized her. She had no idea that her photo had been in the news. The police reported around 4:45 p.m. and took her away from the area for her safety. She gave the police the description of Jake's car, and they were able to spot and pull his car over just minutes later. After Jake was pulled over, he got out of his car and just said, "I know what this is about, and I did it." The next day, Jayme was released to the custody of her aunt. The store that Jayme's parents had worked for were offering a $25,000 reward for which they gave to Jayme for rescuing herself after being held captive for 88 days. Jake admitted to authorities that he kidnapped Jayme and killed her parents. He was charged with 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide, 1 count of kidnapping, and 1 count of armed burglary on January 14, 2019. His bail was set for $5 million. Jake was sentenced to the maximum of 2 consecutive life sentences in prison without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 40 years for the kidnapping. In 2021, Jayme was a 16-year-old back in high school and enjoying dance and school activities. She is surrounded by her aunt and other loved ones. At the request of Jayme's family, they asked law enforcement not to talk about another anniversary, but instead to keep the focus on other missing kids in the hopes for more happy endings, according to ABC7Chicago.com. It sounds like now Jayme is just trying to get back to normal life, which is incredibly admirable. It sounds like the community that she is from is working really hard to protect her and make her feel safe in her own hometown, which I think is truly amazing. That is it for my stories for today. If you guys found this to be interesting, please be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to. If not, that's totally cool. Thanks for watching this video. But for those of you that will be back tomorrow, I will have another true crime career video ready for you. Bye, guys.